Welcome back to MKE Gadgets. Today we're going to take two free items I got at Harbor Freight. This very nice digital flashlight and this digital multimeter, which with coupons you get free at Harbor Freight. And I've been buying a lot of these storage bins for a future project I'm working on. They're $7, and at Harbor Freight I always use a 20% coupon and you get a free gift. So I've been collecting the flashlight and the multimeter, and today with these two items I want to make a continuity tester. You might not know what a continuity tester is, but it's used to check the continuity of electrical systems. Here I have this piece of wire and I want to know if electricity will flow through it or is it broken somewhere I can't see. So I hook up the probes. If the light goes on, I have continuity. Now there might have been a break in this wire, but this being so short, it's pretty easy to see there's no break. But if you had a long wire in a system that you couldn't see the ends of it and you want to double check that these two wires had continuity, that's what you use a tester for. I have this switch that has a common, normally open, and normally closed. And I'm working on a future project and I'm not sure if I want to use the normally open or the normally closed contact. So I put one of my leads on the common and one of the leads on normally closed. It doesn't light up, so I don't have continuity. But when I press the switch in, it lights up. Now normally closed, when I put the lead on there, you can see the light is on, and when I press the switch in, it goes off. So for my project coming up shortly, I'm going to need to know which one to use, and that's why I built this tester. Like I said, everything I got here today is free. Other tools I'm going to use a hot glue gun, I'm going to use a soldering iron, a cutters, screwdriver, that's just to take everything apart. I have to drill this hole out here, and some electrical tape. So let me get everything taken apart and we'll come back and start working on this project. So off camera, I removed the screws from the back cover of the flashlight. I took the hook out because we're going to thread the contact leads in there. So if you turn this flashlight on, and now it's working. So what we're going to do with those leads, we're going to actually kind of make a switch out of it. So if I take the battery out of here, and you can see it goes off. So there's a plate in here that goes between these two batteries. If we take that out, we remove this little plate in here. And all it does is connected two batteries back to back to make a continuous circuit. So if we carefully cut this plate in the middle, now we've broken the circuit. And if we attach a lead to each end of the broken circuit, to each end of these pieces, and we touch the leads together, we will complete the circuit and have continuity. So that's what we're going to do. So I have my diagonal cutter, so I'm going to try to cut this as equally spaced as I can. I'm covering up so they don't go flying and it breaks apart. Okay, so now we got to open up the back of the multimeter. And I'm not going to use the control or anything like that. All I want is these leads. So we got the leads open, and these connectors are really not going to fit in here or do us any good. So I want to fish these two wires through that hole. And if you remember that hole, that's where the hook to hold it. So I'm going to cut both of these leads off and discard them. Now the wire in here is very thin. So with my wire strippers here, I'm going to go, it says 2022 gauge. And gauges works, the higher the number, the thinner the material, the lower the number, the thicker the material is. So I need to strip off the insulation carefully, not to cut that wire inside, and there it is. Okay? It's nice to have a nice sharp wire strippers. And you can see how thin those wires are. Now what I want to do is connect one lead to one of these pieces I just cut apart and solder it, and do the black lead to the other part. I turn my soldering iron on and it is warming up. So let's slide that over here. I made a video a while ago how I made this little stand here, helping hands, and this is really nice to use it now. I clip my part that I cut in half. First you gotta feed the wire through the back cover. I'm gonna do that right away with both of them before I forget. Okay, so I'm just kind of twisting this around here. And let's see if I can get a little solder on there to stick. And then we'll be in business. Move this a little closer. I got some on there. It's real important that when this smoke comes off the solder, you don't breathe that. It makes you sick. I'll let this cool. I'll do the red lead, and we'll come back and assemble when it's a little cooler. Now with the wire soldered onto the contacts for the batteries, and when you reinstall this is where you need the electrical tape. Because at one time, these two pieces were one. And if you slide it together, it might touch each other and then it wouldn't work. Because then it'd be like you never cut it. So I got a little piece of, I put a little piece of electrical tape on there to act as an insulator. Now I carefully slide this back in there. Hopefully I didn't put too much solder on the joints. Okay. That little piece in between broke. That might not matter. So let's put the batteries back in there. Okay, the light's not on. We test the leads and the light works. Okay. So the next thing is you have to run these wires out. So if you would pull on them, you wouldn't disconnect those wires. They're kind of delicate in there. So you can see the two screws go in here and the one screw goes in there. A little bit of hot glue gun on there. These wires are very delicate. In the cover, I took my diagonal pliers and I trimmed out in these corners here on the opposite side a little room for these wires to slide in there. It's very hard to, it's very delicate putting this back together. And here we go. Got a nice continuity tester, so you can check a simple circuit. So this is MKE Gadget. Today we made a very simple, free continuity tester from parts from Harbor Fright. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this is something you feel you can make at home. As always, please subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time. MKE Gadgets out.